you have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too hard. It's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you.
We're back with the scene that sealed America Ferrera's Oscar nomination for her role in last summer's blockbuster hit Barbie. Well, now she is starring in a new movie. It's called The Lost Bus. It's set in 2018 and inspired by the true story of a bus driver, played by Matthew McConaughey, who risks everything to rescue a teacher and 22 children from a massive campfire in Paradise, California. Take a look.
We have to find water or she's going to stroke out. We have to get off the bus now.
I'll be 2 minutes.
No. You need to stay on the bus. If the fire comes, you have to drive. Let me go. I can do it. 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
And America's with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is an incredibly intense movie. Paul Greengrass is the director, Matthew McConaughey, and it's based on true events, real people that you had a case to meet. Tell me about the movie. Set the scene for us.
It's, California's deadliest wildfire, which happened in 2018. In Paradise, California. And there were, thousands of stories of heroism, of course, on that day. And Lizzie Johnson wrote a book about that day and the town and the many different moving parts. And one of those stories was this true-to-life story of Kevin McKay and Mary Ludwig and 22 kids who were stranded at a school in the middle of Paradise and had to get through this fire. And they spent 6 hours on the bus getting these children back to their parents.
Even knowing there is a happy ending, to watch it really puts you in those moments, those harrowing moments. Yeah. You had a chance to speak to Mary and Matthew, to Kevin. How was that to talk to the people who had actually lived these events?
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, I think, whenever you're telling a real life story, you feel that responsibility to convey truth and the essence and the authenticity of what they experienced. And the stakes couldn't be higher for anyone, right? And for the entire town of Paradise. And so honoring the truth was always important to all of us. And getting to talk to Mary and have her, she was so open, she was so generous, as was Kevin. And they gave us so much of their vulnerability, of what that day was like for them, of what was going through their mind. And, Mary knew all these children. She knew all their parents. She knew all their siblings. She had 22 people's babies, in her care. And she had her own 2 children out in the town who she couldn't communicate with. And what is heroism if not somebody who chooses to meet the needs of other folks when, she had her own very real needs on that same day. And this is one of, I'm sure, hundreds of stories of the like that happened on that day.
It really brings it to life. I mean, the director used, obviously controlled, but real fire that later enhanced with some CGI. But I mean, you felt the heat, literally.
Yeah, definitely. And we were on a moving bus that Matthew was driving with 22 kids. And Paul is a master. I mean, I'm a huge Paul Greengrass fan, and he really knows how to handle these stories to make them, to tell the story in a riveting, compelling, big movie event kind of way, but to honor the human story that's happening. And we had so many of the real life people involved. Some of the firefighters who fought the fire on that day were on our set fighting the fire on camera. And for them, it meant a lot to them that their story was being told, that their community was being honored. And so that was a really great piece of it.
It was also a family affair. Levi McConaughey plays a role in the film. Matthew's mom plays his mom in the film. But I heard you got to know Levi after his on-camera stuff was over, because he stayed as an intern.
Yeah, he joined the camera department. And I thought, why does that kid look so familiar? Matthew's like, that's my son. I was like, oh, because he has your face. That's why. But he was like the camera intern. He was so great. Paul is amazing. His incredible wife, Joanna, produced the film. He honestly, first thing he told me was making movies is a family affair. Like, bring your kids. A hard one to bring my little ones to.
Yeah,
but they were fascinated. And I was on a bus with 22 kids from the ages 6 to 11. So they were kind of fascinated about, what's this thing you're doing with 22 children on a bus?
Well, your mom skills, I'm sure, came in handy as well when you got to herd 22 kids.
Mom skills. And apparently I have some pretty natural teacher skills. So, you know, maybe my second career.
Well, I was going to say, we started by showing the clip from Barbie, and you had, I think, a genius idea that if there's a Barbie sequel, that Matthew could be King of the Kens.
I think Matthew would be a really good candidate for King of the
We
Kens.
decided to just do a mood board. I think he's so Ken.
I see it.
I see it too. Yeah. Well, let's hope for a Barbie sequel.
Ask him when you see him next week.
Yeah, we will. America, thank you so much. The movie's called The Lost Bus. It arrives on Apple TV Plus on October 3rd. And yes, we will catch up with America's co-star, Mr. McConaughey, the King of the Kens. We're back after checking your local news and weather.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.